Good morning, social media friends. How's everybody doing today? I've been trying to show everybody how I prospect and what I do on the dialer system and what is prospecting all about for those of you that are buyers or sellers or realtors. Some of you do not know what prospecting is, and prospecting is basically you're calling for sale by owners, expired listings, unconditional withdrawals, which means properties that came off the market, because there are a lot of properties that come off the market every morning, and for that reason, a lot of homeowners that had their home not sell with another brokerage, 9 out of 10 times will switch realtors and brokers. And my job and our job as real estate professionals is to call those people and try to convince them to switch from that company that it came off the market from to me or whoever calls them. And there's a lot of realtors calling them, so to them they're probably getting bombarded and overwhelmed. But the biggest income producing thing to do in real estate is definitely prospecting. It doesn't cost you any money but to get a dialer system, and I'll show you that real quick. So what that looks like, basically, this is what I use is Vulcan 7. I don't want to put too much information on social media, but kind of gives you an idea. I split the screen, so one property here, the property here, and then this side of the screen I put the dialer, and basically I can't do it while I'm live on social media, but basically like this one right here is unconditional withdrawn, and there's their information. And I can't show you, unfortunately. What I was trying to do is videotape while I'm dialing, and I would need another phone for that, so I didn't even think about it. I was wondering why it's not going live, and because I'm on a phone call, and basically when I'm on a phone call, I dial a number in, I put my password, and then the system gives me all the off the market properties, and then I click dial, and it just starts dialing on its own without me putting a phone number. Now, for me, being in the business for as long as I have, I've practiced the scripts and learned the objection handler, learned what to say, what not to say, because keep in mind, a seller is getting bombarded with a lot of realtors calling them. So if I'm calling them, why am I different than everybody else that's calling them? And to the seller, they're like thinking, well, okay, you're just the 10th caller, you're the 20th caller, and here I am telling them, I'm sure you figured out your home. What I tell them is, I noticed your home came off the market, and I just want to see when you're putting it back in the market. I kind of keep it simple, and I don't keep it so scripted. I like to keep it very natural and very like I'm calling my friend or something. And most of the time when you talk to a seller, they're hearing everybody else saying, hi, I'm sure you figured out your home came up on our computers, an expired listing. I was wondering when you plan on interviewing the right agent for the job that's on your home, yada, 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 yada. I don't want to sound like that. I want to sound like I'm calling one of my friends, one of my family members, one of my neighbors, and I want them to kind of feel that, hey, I'm really calling to help you get your home sold. If your home did not sell in the past 3 to 6 or 9 months, it doesn't mean it cannot sell, because I've listed and sold so many homes that did not sell with another realtor, and sometimes for the same price that another realtor had it. Why? Because my pictures, my remarks, my description, my marketing, my skill set, my knowledge of handling negotiations, my knowledge of handling other realtors, my exposure to having their property exposed to, so many social media followers of mine. That's what separates me from others, and that's what you can do also. If you're a realtor coming into the business and just thinking you're going to come into work and check your emails and return calls and wait for somebody to call you, that works. But are you going to get to the next level? Absolutely not. And I'll be the first to tell you, I don't like prospecting. I can't stand it. I mean, imagine how many calls I got to make. I got to make hundreds of calls to convince somebody, 1 or 2 or 3 people, to meet with me. But the way I look at it as, it's 1 or 2 or 3 people I never had and I will never have if I don't make the calls. It's, guys, in real estate, if you are not prospecting, you are so missing out the opportunity. And why do most people not prospect and not call expireds, not call for sale owners and everything? Because they don't know what to say. And why don't they know what to say? Because nobody ever taught them. Or somebody taught them and kept teaching them, and they just don't want to learn. So if you don't want to learn and you don't want to prospect, I suggest you not be in a business. It's that simple. Because if you generate, you don't have to tolerate. So if you are prospecting, you are going to get business. Just learn what to say. And how do you learn what to say? Reach out to me or reach out to your broker or mentor or coach, whoever it is. That simple. Okay, so for those of you who just hopped on, this is what it's like. Dialer, MLS. So it's a split screen, and I just, when somebody answers, I click leave message. It's a pre-recorded message. Or I click delete contact if I don't want to talk to them again. Or I click bad number or fax machine. Guys, you have to prospect. It's that simple. I hate working out. Can't stand it. Who likes to go to the gym and lift and run and run? Who likes to call after call after call after call? Nobody. But you don't have to love the process. You only have to love the what? Results. Hope that helped. Hope this video helped you. If you want more tips and information that can help you get going in the real estate industry and do what I'm doing and do what others are doing that got to their business to the next level, reach out to me. 313-718-5000, Al Abdallah, eXp Realty. Thank you for following me, and make it a great day.